Good morning, Facebook family. Walk with me, talk with me. I am walking this morning, grateful to be awake, grateful to be alive, grateful for my trees, the sunshine, grateful for you, grateful for my consistency, grateful for my self-determination, because I know health is my wealth. Walk with me and talk with me this morning. I am so excited about all the praise reports I've been getting. You've been exercising. Well, you know what? I don't use the word exercise. How come exercise sounds like extra fries? Oh, exercise sounds like extra fries. No, I use the word movement because the body needs movement. We got to move our legs, move our arms, move our hips, move our knees. And the body loves it when we do that. And when we're consistent, gives us longevity, gives us energy. And even when we're hurting, we have to press through it. And that's what I want to talk about today is pressing through the hurt, pressing through our pain, pressing through when it's difficult, pressing through when all reason and everybody around us says, you know what, you should just go on and stop and just make a U-turn in life. And I want to share with you years ago when I first started speaking, after I quit a full-time job to pursue this career as a public speaker, I had someone take me to a speaking engagement, and I wasn't feeling well. I was experiencing extreme pain from fibroids. It was a hot day. I was living in Cerritos, California, and I had to come all the way actually to Rialto, not too far from where I live now, but at that time I thought it was so far. And what happened is that we had to go on several freeways to get from where I was to where I needed to be to speak to a house full of women. And on the way we got a flat tire, and we stopped, we fixed the flat tire. I'm in pain now. We get back in the car, get back on the freeway. Not too far after that, we get another flat tire. We stop and fix the tire, get back on the freeway. Do you know that on the way to my speaking engagement, we experienced 4 flat tires? And by the time I got to the speaking engagement in someone's home, she invited about 40 women in her home to hear me speak. They were all sitting there waiting. Now, we didn't have cell phones back then, so there was no way to let them know what was going on. And the minute I began to speak, I didn't feel any more pain. And I'm sharing that with you because when you have a purpose and a passion, it's amazing. You're out of your body. You don't feel pain. The Holy Spirit is operating in you and through you. But the other message is that if I had been going to a job I didn't like, if I was doing something and I didn't have my heart in it, I would have made an excuse and called, found a phone booth and said, you know what? I'm in pain. I'm having a flat tire. I can't make it. But when you are on fire, when you have a passion, you will not live with any excuses. Now, I'm not saying that you should just be in denial if your body is in a state of emergency and you need to pay attention to your body. I'm just saying that, we all get headaches and stomach aches, cramps, pull a muscle, heartache, backache. And sometimes we allow those things to stop us from keeping our commitment. That was a big lesson for me in honoring my commitment. And then when I saw all those women there, I realized it wasn't even about me. It was about keeping my commitment and pressing through the pain and pressing through the inconvenience. So, whatever, and I'm walking on an incline here, you probably can't tell, but this is an incline. I'm going uphill right now. So I'm probably going to get short of breath, which is good. because it means I'm opening up my lungs. But I want to share with you today this short message because I have 2 life coaching clients to work with today. And man, I love it. I love empowering women and encouraging women and pouring into women and sharing ideas and strategies. Love listening to women. And so my walk is going to be a little bit shorter today because of my appointments. But I wanted to share with you the message of pushing and pressing through your pain. That is why I have on my shirt today that my goddaughter created for me. She's also my accountability health coach, and I'll be able to tell her, I walked today, Toy. But good morning, Dress. Good morning, Wendy. You hear I'm out of breath, huh? Let me stop and pause a minute. There I am. Want to say, hey there, Terry, all the way from Dallas, Texas. Oh man, so good to connect with you. Again, it's about being resilient. This is the t-shirt that my daughter created. Of course, it's a bling t-shirt. But the message is to be resilient. Bounce back after tragedy. Bounce back after loss. Bounce back after you've been blindsided by situations. Bounce back when you've been hurt. Bounce back when you're tired. Bounce back. Sometimes we have to bounce back and realize it's really nothing but a setup. I'm able to share that story of 4 flat tires and horrific pain in my body, not knowing that 25 years later I would be sharing that story to bless somebody else. What's your story? You may not like what you're going through right now, but it's for God's glory if you're able to bless somebody else with your story and say, you know what, I got through it. I got over it. My faith brought me through. My passion brought me through. My tribe brought me through. And I am so proud of my tribe, my women on the grow. There's Leslie. Good morning, Leslie. Oh, I love you. Thank you for being on this morning. Leslie, we're talking about being resilient this morning, pressing through our pain. And then when we have pressure, just look at the word pressure. It's spelled P-R-E-S-S. You got to press when you feel the pressure of life. And whatever's in you, your circumstances will squeeze out what's in you. So if you've already made great deposits of faith and self-worth and purpose and determination, when life presses you, when you're in that crucible and you're feeling the pressure of life, what's going to come out is what you put in. If I squeeze a lemon, the only thing that can come out of a lemon is lemon juice. If what's in me is anger and bitterness and rage and jealousy and hateration and procrastination, when life squeezes me, that's what's going to come out. If what's inside of me is bitterness and anger, when I'm pressured by life, what's going to come out of me is anger. So when someone says to you, I didn't mean it, it was in there, and pressure of life pushed it out. So I'm very careful about what I say to other people. I'm very careful because I know that if I say it, once I release it, it's out. And you can't get those words back. So I am committed to putting inside of myself love and faith and purpose and patience and God's love, because when life squeezes me and I'm under the pressure, what's going to come out is what I put in. My faith, my trust in God, my patience for other people, my patience with myself. I hope I'm making sense. Make sure that you make a deposit, that you encourage yourself, that you learn how to make those deposits in your life by investing in yourself. You know, reading, meditating, studying, being around people that are not toxic toxic. Because if you're around people who are loving and caring and productive and making things happen, when life squeezes you, you're going to be able to respond accordingly because of what's already in you. You make an investment. And look at the word investment. It means what you put under your vest, in your heart. What's in your heart? Love, courage, wisdom, patience. Sometimes I deal with people that are impatient, mean, bitter, tired, and what comes out is the meanness and the anger and the exhaustion, because that's what's on the inside. And so if you want to really live the God-intended life, make sure you put in your investment, put it in behind your vest. Love, peace, courage, joy, gratitude, discipline, compassion, empathy, wisdom. Because life is going to squeeze you. You will experience the pressures of life. We all do. Pressure. And when you're under pressure, what's going to come out is what's on the inside. When I squeezed my lime this morning, I wake up in the morning, I have lime, cayenne pepper, some honey, and some aloe vera and warm water. Man, what it does for you is amazing. And so when I squeezed that lime, apple juice didn't come out. When I squeezed the lime, coconut juice didn't come out. When I squeezed the lime came out, because that's what was on the inside. So my friend, when life has got you under pressure, be careful about what comes out. If you find yourself always saying, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry, I acted out. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. If you find that you can't handle the pressures of life, you've got to make some deposits of faith, sense of humor, compassion, gratitude, praise, worship, compassion, love. I can't emphasize that enough. Put that in yourself. Make those deposits. And when I'm walking, I'm able to rejuvenate myself and release bitterness and release anger and release stress. This is one of the great benefits of moving your body. We are too sedentary. We sit at the computer. We sit in front of the television. We want the closest parking space when we go to the store. I want to challenge you today, when you go to the market or you go to the mall, get a parking space that is not close. Okay? Do something different, like I said yesterday. And your body is going to welcome the change and the rejuvenation. Right now, I am walking today.